So I have done all the additions of 20 ml buffer solution in all the Nestler's tube, and you might get one doubt that why these are not looking equal to you. That is because of the diameter of the tube. So don't think that in anything we have added less or more. It is exactly 100 ml plus 20 ml buffer solution. So now coming to the next step, that is addition of BaCl to crystals. So here I want to tell you one important thing. Always keep in mind that this is bit lengthy experiment. So here you would be needing help of your stopwatch. This table which Snigdha have drawn on the board, you just draw it on your diary or any paper for reference, and keep your stopwatch near to you, because you need to know when your 1 minute is getting over and when you have to take the reading. Okay. Okay, now I will start with mixing. One more step, always while mixing wash your glass rod while switching it to other Nestler tube. Okay, so I have washed my glass rod, and now I am taking exactly one spatula of Now here I have taken one spatula of BaCl2 crystals. So I will do both things simultaneously. I will start my stopwatch and I will start it stirring exactly for 1 minute. So I will stir it for 1 minute according to my stopwatch time. Sometimes there is possibility that BaCl2 doesn't get dissolved. So you can do one thing, you can check whether it is completely dissolved or not, then only stop stirring. Stopwatch, it is exactly 1. See, now after 1 minute BaCl2 is completely dissolved. Okay, so this was for our blank tube. Okay, so our time is now exactly 5 minutes. So as you can refer to that reading, you have to take your first reading of your blank on 5 minutes. So I will give you a quick briefing about this machine. So this is spectrophotometer machine, okay, and it is connected to PC. So what we have do here, but for saving time already I have on it, but when you will on now, here you like here now it is coming disconnect because I have already connected it. So when you will on this machine, here one option will come of connect. That time you have to click at that option connect. Then what you have to do here, click here on this yellow and green icon. When you will click on that, I am not clicking because my machine is already connected. So when you will click on that button, like nearly 12 icons will come before this machine gets on. So it will come, wait 1 second. Okay, so after that portion is done, there is one point of fixing wavelength. So what is our wavelength type? Here we already have done that part. I am just explaining you that what we have exactly done. So what is our wavelength which we are using for determination of sulfate? It is 420. Okay, so after here you can select 420. See, now here it is 420. Then click on add. Okay. I am not doing anything now because already I have done it. I am just showing it to you for your reference. So see, now here your wavelength is coming 420. Okay, now close this. Okay, see now. As you can see here, I am having see here on this machine, see here at 420 nanometer it is showing 0.004 as your absorbance. Okay, so but we need exactly 0 as your absorbance. Okay, so what we would be doing now, for this very purpose we used our blank here. So what you have to do, always remember, see these are my cuvettes and this is my blank. I have done all the addition, time is also over, wait time is also over. So I am now taking my blank in cuvette. Blank is nothing but distilled water was in this, right? So you have to take blank as your reference to take all other readings. As I told, we would be using this blank as our reference, so it is nothing but your calibration part. So now you can see in this machine there is place for 2 cuvettes, right? So I am putting 1 cuvette here. See, this is cuvette. While holding cuvette, you have to hold it from like this. Okay, you should not keep your fingertips here. And why I am using filter paper while I was filling it, because I am so sorry, not filter paper but tissue paper. I am wiping it with tissue paper because if any fingerprint or any liquid is there, it will get wiped. Okay, so now see, it is completely wiped and it is not having my fingerprint mark, because fingerprint mark will also hinder in the absorbance. See now, I have kept both the cuvettes. Okay, these are both filled with your blank. Okay, so now what we'll do, close this panel. Now come to PC, and trust me, this is very hectic experiment. You need at least one partner to do with you, as you don't have any time. See, now as I have kept both the cuvettes, what it is showing now, absorbance minus 0.01 or 2. It is okay, see what it is showing. So we have to use this cuvettes as a reference. So I will click on auto 0. See now, I have clicked on auto 0. So my this thing has become 0.000 now, absorbance. Okay, so now we will take out this only one cuvette from here. Okay, I am taking. So I am removing this one cuvette. I will keep this cuvette as it is because we have used this cuvette to do it 0. Okay, so this is for a reference. So I will keep it as it is. So now I will wash it with distilled water. Now I am taking sample which is of 5. I would like to show you one thing. No, let it be. I will show you afterwards. See, this is now my 5. I am taking it in cuvette again. Wiping is the compulsory step. Wipe it. Okay, time for this particular, this was cuvette tube with marking 5 ml. So time to take absorbance reading of this particular is over. So I have taken that in cuvette. Now I am putting it here. This we will do only 1-2 times to show you. So you will at least know how this machine looks. Now here see, in this table there is sample ID, type, so on and so forth. So here I am writing what was our tube name, 5. Okay, so here I wrote 5. Click here where it is wavelength 420.0, and now click on this read unknown. Okay, so this is our read unknown. So what it is showing, 0.032. Now similarly we will do for our next tube, that is 10. Now I am taking 10 in cuvette. I have already washed my cuvette with distilled water. Now I am taking 10 ml concentration. Again I will wipe it. And I am keeping it here. Okay, I have kept it. See, now here, see, unless you click here on 420 column, wavelength of 420, it will not show you that read unknown option. Okay, so now if when I am clicking, I have entered here 10 because our concentration is 10. Now I am clicking here. See, now it is showing read unknown. Okay, so you have to click on that particular wavelength column and then I will read unknown. So what is my reading now? 0.074. It is almost double. Okay, rather more than double. So what it shows, as concentration will increase, your wavelength reading will also increase. Okay, now for saving time, otherwise it would be a very lengthy video. Now for saving time, I will do all the required, and I have already done the additions of at least 4 to 5 tubes. I will do of remaining and I will take readings. So I will show you reading before sample. I will show you readings of all the tubes leaving sample at once only. So I am pausing here now.